Hi, my name is Stephanie Pennington, and I'm a developer for HectorUI, which is an interactive climate model. Today, we're going to be doing a demo of HectorUI, which is a user interface for Hector, an open source, object-oriented, and interactive simple global climate model. It can run almost instantaneously while still representing the most critical global scale Earth system processes. So we're going to begin by starting on the home page. You can navigate to the home page by typing in the URL jgcri.shinyapps.io/HectorUI. Here we're on the home page. You can see the Explore Hector tab, which actually lets you interact with Hector, the climate model. There's a guides page as well as an about. And so let's begin by exploring Hector and clicking the Explore Hector button. Here we see the default Hector parameters. First, there are the representative concentration pathways. It's currently set on 4.5, but you can click the other ones or unclick as you want. And you can see it updating in real time with the map on the right. You can also choose your model emulation on the drop-down menu. And if you wanted to change the parameters in Hector, you can hover over the number and click up or down and actually set the parameters that Hector will use to run. So I'm going to change a bunch. And when you're ready, you hit set parameters. And you can see Hector changing in real time. And so in the background, it's running through the Hector R package, and we are getting the output here as a graph. You can also change the output variables. So let's choose atmospheric CO2 for this example. And you click load graphs. And Hector will run and produce a graph for atmospheric CO2 values. If you wanted to interact with the actual data, you can download the raw data here. And this lets you run analyses and add extra visualizations as you want. You can also scroll down and set custom emissions, and you can choose your type of emission in the drop-down menu and input your start year, your end year, and the value, and hit set emissions, and it will run Hector. Another feature of HectorUI are these downscaled maps. And so if you click on the downscaled map tab, you can choose your model in which to emulate Hector, variable, year, and scenario. So let's start with the default parameters, and you click load map. And again, this happens in real time. And here is the map. You can also look as a comparison to the year 1900 by clicking the checkbox, hitting load map again. If you wanted to look at a specific section, you can click and drag over the map. So for example, I'm going to click and drag over the United States. Or if you wanted to have a specific latitude and longitude box, you can input the numbers here and click load map again. And similar with the Hector output, you can also save this high resolution map. And this adds to the flexibility of HectorUI. You can use this in the classroom. Students can have this up on their laptops, running Hector in real time together and learning about climate models. Or you can also have researchers using this for research and analyses. Another feature that we're testing out with HectorUI is the custom emissions pathway. And if you click this tab on the left-hand side, you can download a file template where you input your custom emissions and re-upload it into HectorUI and hit create scenario. And here you can have your own custom scenarios. Since we want HectorUI to be accessible to many people, we also have the guides tab. And here we have a written tutorial. And if you click on the written tutorial, It guides you through an example of trying to find out the projected temperature change over time for a specific region. And so it will take you through HectorUI, as well as a step-by-step guide with photos. And if we switch back to HectorUI, our last tab is the About page. And here you can see information on Hector as well as the Hector product family. There are also links for further documentation and some information on the licensing and how to cite, as well as a support tab if you'd like to give us some feedback. So thank you everybody for joining with me and going through HectorUI. We hope that this is a very useful and fun tool for you all.